As the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal is set to give its verdict on or before the 16th of September, which is next month, Peter Obi and the Labour Party knows that victory is assured. They know that Peter Obi of the Labour Party is a rightful winner in the presidential elections conducted in Nigeria. And that is why so many politicians in the country are trying to stop or undermine Peter Obi from becoming the president or trying to reclaim his mandate from the court of law. Take for instance the issue of the merger where Peter Obi of Labour Party, Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party together with Rabiu Kwankwaso of the NNPP plans to come together and form a strong party. This is a clear attempt by the All Progressive Congress to stop Peter Obi from reclaiming his mandate from the court of law, because these guys know that Rabiu Kwankwaso and Atiku Abubakar are tools that can be used to stop Peter Obi. And that is why Peter Obi can never join any form of merger, because this should have been done before the presidential elections. If truly Rabiu Kwankwaso and Atiku Abubakar want to rectify and fix Nigeria, they should have done all of these things before the presidential elections. They should have called for a meeting before the presidential elections and tried to form a party, a very strong party that can properly oppose the rulings and administration of the All Progressive Congress. And doing it right now is too late. And even Peter Obi knows that that is too late at the moment to form a new coalition, to form a new party. It's too late. This is just a tool, an attempt by the All Progressive Congress. Maybe Rabiu Kwankwaso and Atiku Abubakar are working behind the scenes for the All Progressive Congress, because if Peter Obi agrees to form a merger, it simply means that he doesn't trust his case at the presidential elections. It simply means that all of the witness, evidence and data he presented at the presidential elections petitions tribunal can't be trusted at this point in time. We all know that Peter Obi left the People's Democratic Party, known as the PDP, because he noticed a lot of irregularities in the party that happened behind the scenes. He left the party and joined Labour Party. And there's a particular reason, there should be a reason why he abandoned the People's Democratic Party to join Labour Party. Peter Obi saw that a lot of elites in the People's Democratic Party, a lot of northern elites domiciled in the People's Democratic Party were working against him and also working against Nyesom Wike. And that was the reason why he left the party and trying to go back and form an alliance with the same party that tried to ruin his political career doesn't make any form of sense. Even Rabiu Kwankwaso clearly stated in the past that he cannot be a vice presidential candidate to Peter Obi. So why are these guys trying to form a merger together with Peter Obi? They all know that Peter Obi is going to reclaim his mandate. They know that Peter Obi, on the 16th of September this same year, the Court of Law, the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, should give a verdict that will favor Peter Obi, because Peter Obi presented factual data in the Court of Law, and Atiku Abubakar couldn't do the same thing. He couldn't present his facts and evidence to prove that he's a rightful winner in the presidential elections. What about Rabiu Kwankwaso? Rabiu Kwankwaso gave up a long time ago. He did not even take up the case in the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. Kwankwaso only performed well in Kano State. This man is just a regional politician. He's well known in Kano State and Kano State alone. So why are these guys trying to undermine the capabilities of Peter Obi by trying to form a merger? It's too late at this point in time to do that. The attention should be shifted towards Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the man who INEC declared as the winner in the presidential elections. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory has a lot of loopholes. He did not meet basic requirements. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not fit and proper. He did not secure the 25% requirement in Abuja. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is facing various counts of forgery. All of his documentations, his identity has a lot of loopholes. Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows that his days as the president of Nigeria is numbered, and that is why he's doing everything in his power. He's trying to do every single thing in his power to make sure that he still retains that office, he still retains that seat. And that is why he once tried to invade Niger Republic. He did that intentionally to buy more time for himself. Not because he wanted to help Niger Republic, it's because he wants to buy more time for himself in the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal so as to do all that backdoor doings. And that is why we're hearing case of a measure. And that is why Rabiu Kwankwaso and Atiku Abubakar have the courts to try to meet Peter Obi and ask him for a measure, for them to come together and form a formidable political party at this point in time. Okay, let's say for instance, even if these guys form a party at this point, who is going to be the party's flag bearer in the next presidential elections? Is it going to be Rabiu Kwankwaso, who is known only in Kano State? Or is it going to be Atiku Abubakar, who is known for various forms of corruption and who is known only in the northern part of Nigeria? Or is it going to be Peter Obi? But these guys are not serious. Rabiu Kwankwaso together with Atiku Abubakar, these guys are joking at this point in time. This guy should go back to their sender and tell that person that Peter Obi is unavailable at this point in time. Peter Obi clearly is going to reclaim his mandate, and that is why Nigerians are waiting patiently. Some Nigerians even put up some forms of billboards and t-shirts stating all eyes on the judiciary. Nigerians are waiting patiently for these guys to give a verdict. This is even taking too long. Some countries will wrap up their cases, their presidential election cases, within a couple of months. But Nigeria, things is always different here in this part of the world, and it's taking too long for the court to see that the presidential elections were heavily rigged to favor a particular presidential candidate. Peter Obi's votes were heavily downsized. We saw a lot of documents, we saw a lot of materials, we saw a lot of parts where Nigerians were disenfranchised during the presidential elections. So why is it taking them this long? And that is why the Court of Law is going to give a declaration on or before the 16th of September this year, and Nigerians are waiting. Peter Obi put up a lot of arguments during the presidential elections. INEC said that the server, known as the IRF, faced breakdowns and glitches during the presidential elections, but Peter Obi had to dispute that fact. He came up with software engineers who told the court that, see, the presidential elections, the IRF worked very, very well. All of the newly appointed ministers made by Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be forced to leave and vacate office together with the appointee, because you can't be appointed by a man who did not meet basic requirements to become the president of Nigeria. You can't be appointed. You can't be making noise. See Nyesom Wike, for instance. Nyesom Wike, who was named as FCT minister, is already threatening everybody in the Federal Capital Territory, even the residents. Even though some of his policies make sense, but the way he's trying to apply them, the application methods doesn't make sense. It seems like he's trying to threaten the people of FCT. Nyesom Wike thinks FCT is like River State. Well, this is going to be a very, very interesting one. We can't wait to see how all of these guys will vacate office together with their appointee. It's going to be a very, very shameful experience and event. It's going to be a shame that will cut across various political bodies and individuals in the country. And that is why they are doing everything in their power to make sure that they undermine all of the rulings that will be made by the courts. And that is why people like Rabiu Kwankwaso and Atiku Abubakar have been set up to form a merger together with Peter Obi. And that is too late. It's coming very, very late. These guys should have done this before the presidential elections, and that would have made more sense. All eyes on the judiciary. Nigerians are waiting patiently to see what the court has to say about the rulings. Peter Obi is a very intelligent man. Peter Obi is very, very smart. And trust me, there's no way Peter Obi will allow any form of coalition together with his name and his party. There's no way Peter Obi will want to affiliate himself with PDP and NNPP. Peter Obi is trying to form and create a new form of political system in Nigeria, and that is why Labour Party is in existence. Labour Party is going to bring a new breed, a new set of politicians in the Nigerian political scene. Labour Party is going to change so many things. Peter Obi, being a very intelligent man, knows that Labour Party's future is very bright. Labour Party is going to create the next set of leaders that will work to favour Nigerians itself and not work to put food on their table. Peter Obi cannot leave this movement. He cannot leave this particular movement of Labour Party to go form and join a crazy political party that we don't even know what their aims and ambitions is going to look like, So Peter Obi is very, very intelligent. He knows that the obedient are watching him closely. He knows that the obedient want him to reclaim his mandate, and the obedient want a leader that is corrupt-free. And there's no way he's going to let down the obedient to form a new coalition with corrupt set of politicians, So what are we fighting for? Nigerians have been fighting for corrupt-free leaders in the country. Anyways, Peter Obi is still very intelligent, and this man is going to reclaim his mandate from the Court of Law. This man, his future is very, very bright. He has built something for himself and for Nigerians. He's very creative, he's very intelligent, and that is why Nigerians, the obedient, have been rooting for him. They have been supporting him before, during, and after the presidential elections. Peter Obi is the kind of leader we want that will lead Nigeria Anyways, we have a video that went in depth, that explained and exposed how Peter Obi is the most intelligent politician in the country at the moment. If you want to watch that video, click on the video showing right here on your screen. Click on this video and I will see you there.